Black Man with Hand Production Plan. Here we go. It's time for another episode of Talking Shit. Yeah. We're gonna talk that shit. Talking that shit. Talking shit. Yeah. Talking that shit. Black Man with Hand Production Plan. Day of the return of our fallen citizens who were in Libya to set up policy and democratic operation. Apparently, the embassy was stormed. Basically, the consulate saying and giving condolences to Sean Smith, Tyrone Woods Glen Doherty, I hope I'm saying his last name properly, and of course the ambassador Chistoppher Stevens. Mitt Romney failed to take into consideration the emotional part of his snap judgment comments. President Barack Obama said that Mitt kind of shoots before he aims, and they're trying so hard to help their friends from Bain that they don't really see the true aim of policy, foreign and domestic, quite frankly, and just a tone-deaf sort of dog whistle, constant blowing of a dog whistle for the lean right-wing hide behind Christianity machine. These Zionists, these people really help fuel the kind of animosity and ignorance that is displayed when all this miscommunication takes place. And the Muslim community is up in arms, literally throwing bottles and Molotov cocktails and attacking embassies all over the world because of so much failed policy on behalf of the Bush administration that it's really taken Barack Obama 3.5, almost 4 years for certain implementation, and to sort of blame Barack for everything really shows that they're trying to hide everything that the Bush administration was responsible for, and some of this collapsing policy that even, the great John McCain stands behind. I mean, in the last race to the White House with he and Sarah, they weren't planning on changing anything, and Barack has had to work really hard at dealing with a lot of stuff all at once. So I'm just grateful that we have him in there and that things are going to get better, and there's an extinction burst of behavior and a lot of stuff going up and crazy as we try to deal with all this stuff that's going on in this great country of ours and how people respond to it. And America has its little has some fucked up components to it about its history, and let's not be dishonest here. And I feel that we should not be kowtowing to terrorists, but at the same time we need to be aware of what people are talking about. And that is where Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan haven't even caught the ball to drop. I mean, they just really have sort of a marionette doll, like I said, to those who have it all, the rich people, the ones that have all the money, the ones that don't want to be taxed, the ones that don't want to really help out. And I like what D.L. Hughley has been talking about. We are going to be reviewing his book next week. I'm going to get a copy of that book, and we're going to actually go over parts of D.L. Hughley's book on the air and talk about some other stuff. I have a friend of mine who is going to be going to, I think it's Ohio or Pennsylvania, and going to be on the ground with me, conversing with her, interviewing and talking with her and questioning her. Actually a celebrity. I'm not going to tell you who it is. And we promised you this a while ago, but we are now expediting it because of all of the voter registration flaws and all the things that these Republicans want to make laws. And we are really going to stop that shit. We ain't going to just talk it. We're going to help not suppress the vote. We want to suppress suppressing the vote. And I have a friend who's going to be on the ground doing the footwork. I am actually going to be contacting the Barack Obama campaign next week to set up doing some phone banking and working the phones. So if I call you one day and tell you to vote for Barack Obama, you can hang up my face. Hello, I was wondering if you're going to vote for Barack Obama. Are you still going to believe Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan's bullshit drama? Thanks. Robocalls, I'm just really happy that the polls are out and Barack Obama is ahead of Mitt Romney by 2 to 3 to 4 points. There's a trend of Barack Obama possibly being able to win. I don't think he's going to stumble with foreign policy. I mean, this is the guy that had captured and then killed Osama bin Laden. Anything underneath all of that is just, we need to prioritize our citizens and the safety of Americans. Barack Obama is not aloof to foreign policy. I like how Hillary Clinton's been on the scene doing her job. I see Joe Biden doing his job. Everybody's working hard to help those who hardly work and just trying to get some employment and some spirit and some consistency. I mean, we got to see darkness and then come light. I think Barack Obama is right. I really am glad that he is the commander-in-chief during all of this stuff, or this grief, I want to do a quick moment of silence for Sean, Tyrone, Christopher, and Glenn. That would be Sean Smith, Tyrone Woods, Glen Doherty, and Christoppher Stevens. A moment of silence as we, respect the work that these men did and the fallings of these guys' lives. All right, so what we're seeing now is the polling kind of stabilizing itself after both the conventions. We're going to see some more polling as a result of all this foreign policy stuff going on. And what I hope is that we can just keep the courts moving with some of these laws that have been, these lawsuits about this voter registration ID stuff all over the country, and really show the Republican Party that you can't just spend money and manipulation to rearrange the entire political situation. That when it comes to our history, we know the dog, we know what the dog whistle sounds like. We know what it's like to be trying to separate the blacks and the whites and the rich and the poor and the blah blah blah. And what I say is that this is America, and we're not going to go back to the 50s. I'm sorry. And I'm not even going to apologize for that. See, men, I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm not going to apologize to people who want to go back to the 50s. I'm too damn black to want to go. Anyway, I got a surprise for you. Sunday night, Monday morning. I'm not releasing it. All I know is we're hunting giraffe. I'm wearing my giraffe shirt. In the spirit of the giraffe, we gotta go. But I will be back. This is a Black Man with Hand production plan. and Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan can kiss my ass. Thank you for another episode of Talking Shit.